Good morning. My name is Professor John Williams. I'm your Math 22 and Math 26 instructor for fall 2012. Purpose of this tutorial is to give you an overview of the TI-83 Plus or TI-84 calculator. The TI-83 Plus or TI-83 calculator is the preferred calculator in both these classes. However, you may be able to use the TI-84 calculator. If you have the TI-89 calculator, the functionality is the same, but the steps are different. So it is not recommended for these courses. However, if you are going to take calculus at a later date, you might want to get that for our calculus course. But again, this is not the scope of these courses. To get us started, I want us to get familiar with the keys pads on the TI-83 calculator. If you notice, there are functions on the keys and functions above the keys in yellow. Okay, the functions above the keys in yellow are accessed by the second button. As an example, we'll start with the on-off button. On is on the key, off is in yellow. Currently, the calculator is off. So to turn the calculator on, I simply hit the on button. To turn the calculator off, I hit the second and the on button. Okay? Now, I want you to put your calculator in on mode so that we can now go into some of the functionality. Suppose I want to do a basic arithmetic expression on the calculator. So let's put in 2 plus 3 times 4 and hit enter. Should get 14. The calculator will actually do the 3 times 4 first and then add the 2 based on your order of operations. If you want to change that order of operations, you must use parentheses, which is the normal process when you're doing an arithmetic expression in algebra. So, if I wanted to do an expression like parentheses 2 plus 3 close parentheses times 4, I'm going to get not 14 but 20, because it's going to do the 2 plus 3 first because of the parentheses, which is 5, and then multiply it by 4 to give us 20. So the calculator follows strict order of operations. If you put in an expression incorrectly in the calculator, it's not going to tell you that you put it in incorrectly. It's just going to give you the wrong answer. So you have to know your order of operations when you are actually doing an evaluation on the calculator or a calculation on a calculator. Now, to get us familiar with some of the other keys. Like I said before, the yellow you have to use the second key. Anything on the key, just press the key. For Math 22, okay, some of the keys that we might be using are examples on the top here with the graphical keys. Y equals, window, zoom, trace, and graph. Those are accessed by simply hitting the blue key. If I want to access, say, the table key, which is above the graph menu, or the stat plot key, which is above the y equals menu, I must start by hitting the second key first and then the associate function. For Math 26, we might be using sine, cosine, and tangent, and the inverse sine, inverse cosine, and inverse tangent, which is above the keys. So if I want to access sine, cosine, or tangent, I simply press the appropriate key. If I want to access the inverse sine, inverse cosine, or inverse tangent, I hit the second key first and the appropriate key. This concludes our first tutorial on the TI-83 calculator.